Subalpine spruce. Nice little one. Kind of got a, not sure why I chose this ankle. I'm guessing that, yeah, it might look like there's a little bit of an extra, like reverse taper there, a little swell. Anyways, yeah, I'm trying to get some movement in there so it doesn't get straight. So yeah, but you know, it needs some work. You can see I've wired it last year, and all this grass, I don't even know what this is. It does have quite a bit of roots and stuff, so I'm gonna pick it all out and try to remoss it and check out some of the, yeah, let's see what's going on with this Nabari, because that actually does look fat there. There might be better. But anyways, and then, you know, I've got some branches that I gotta kind of wire out, maybe trim a little, and yeah, just give it a little nice little clean. So yeah, mossed it. Put a bunch of moss on there, dug it out. It was great because that was actually quite a bit of thick stuff, and there was soil in there, and it was really, this one was a really strange one to water, and then it just kind of rolled off always. You know, as it soaked in that first layer of whatever that you know, little weed was. So yeah, this, I feel a lot better about this, and I had I noticed I had the turfus in there, like that stuff they use for like absorbent. I think it was the absorbent stuff for oil and stuff, and so it's like when it gets wet in there, it's like mush. So I think when you have it with organic, it's just like adding a clay in there after a while, and so this is going to need to be transplanted. I just don't think it's getting enough air. And you know, I didn't get any back buds of anything that I would have hoped for. Everything was just at the end, and I've gotten twos and little splits and stuff. So you know, it's not drastic. And what I'm doing is I'm wanting to pull these down and really have the tree come down. So I think that's okay. And then I've got this thing, this happens to these subalpine firs. It does this really strange thing where it just produces like a bunch of tops. I think it's like a bunch of tops. So it's like an evolution. I'm sure it's in some sort of evolutionary thing where it kind of makes these weird, it doesn't just shoot up a leader. And I think it's this idea that, you know, the wind's crazy gushing, and if it just shoots up a leader, the thing just gets broken and torn over. And so it's the ones that have like evolved to like stunt, drop more branches off the side, pick up other little trees. So it does this thing. I mean, it could be just a transition from alpine to, you know, warmer climate. So I got to kind of figure out something there, because that's kind of a strange top now without any branches coming down. So I should be able to move some in. So it turned out really well. You know, you can see it's much more, you can see the trunk more, and it's, you know, it's a more styled in that way. The top, I'm not sure about it. It does look like a, you know, like a crown, like on a king or a queen. And, you know, I was trying to kind of get it, you know, going in this direction to kind of emphasize the directionality of the tree, kind of coming this way. And it's subtle, but I think it's nice. It's pretty uniform. Again, this, you know, these could maybe all be brought in a little more, and that might make it look, you know, you have this sort of like tiered, just straight angled up, not enough in out. Yeah, so like this one could maybe get a teeny bit more out of it. Yes, that didn't make much of a difference, but yeah. So yeah, and sort of, I always want to kind of look at it from this angle. I just want to kind of shift, and then you get this movement, because right on it's going back and in, but then you have this sort of straight section. So, but it's interesting. Every time I look at this, I'm kind of like, I just want to be over here, and maybe that is the eventual sort of front, but yeah.